Hi everyone, my name is Saahil, and if you're new to my channel, I welcome you. July just ended, and that means it's time for my monthly favorites. So coming up are my favorite products, Gadget, loads of movies, and some fashion purchases. First one, some grooming products. And this particular one is something I've had my eye on, but I wasn't too sure if I needed it and how to use it, to be very honest. But I finally got my hands on a color corrector. This is the Peach Color Corrector by K Beauty. Now, before buying this one, I really searched for if I really needed a color corrector. And if I did, which one? There are a bunch of colors, like there's orange, there's peach, there's yellow, there's lavender, there's a bunch of them. So I did my research as to what color correctors are required for what use. And that's why I bought this peach one, because number one, I'm a little light in complexion. So if you're a little on the wheatish and more darker complexion, you should use the orange version of any brand for that matter. This K Beauty one is amazing. So orange and peach one, depending on your complexion, are basically to hide blemishes and any dark circles. And because of my work, I have a lot of dark circles. Not a lot, but like I have decent dark circles. So to cover them up, I think this was really good. What I love about this is the formulation. It glides. Like, look at this. It is like a crayon. Like, the child in me, number one, just lit up. I was like, oh my god, this is like a crayon. It just glides so well. The formulation is so pigmented. You just need to put on the affected areas and just blend it in on your skin. It works beautifully. So the first favorite product is this color corrector by K Beauty. My second grooming product, which I'm very glad I've invested in, is the Faces Canada Ultimate Pro Primer. Now, primers are generally for a lot of concerns. Like, I have enlarged pores because of oily skin. So I got this one because it is pore minimizing, and they said that it's best to kind of cover up your pores. And I have a lot of pores around my nose area, and this again is an amazing product. Of course, it's a little expensive. Like, this is 30 ml for about 900 bucks. But Nykaa had this pink hot sale going on, and I got this for really cheap. But what I like about this is again the formulation. This much product, and just the way it applies, and just a small amount covers so much area that, to be very honest, you don't need a lot on your face. And the moment I apply it, I notice a huge difference. I see my pores just getting covered up so beautifully. I do put a little bit of concealer in anybody who's putting foundation. Primers, and if you're unaware, primers are very important to make your makeup stay longer. Right now, I'm sitting without a fan. And that's why it's also very important to put the primer, because otherwise I'll start sweating profusely and it's all going to melt my makeup. So primers are very important for that reason. And also your makeup doesn't crack. So anywhere you've put foundation or concealer and you have your face kind of, the expression lines come on. So that will not crack your face up and crack your makeup. So primers are very important. And this one from Faces Canada is love for this month. First of all, we bought this gadget as a gift for my father, actually for his birthday. But it's a kitchen appliance and all of us use it in the house. So it kind of became my favorite as well. It's the Morphy Richards coffee maker. And oh my god, I have rediscovered love for coffee. I just kind of forgotten what really good coffee tastes like. We hadn't been outside for a very long time because of Corona, and we were just drinking instant coffees. Now, what this does is that you can just put ground coffee. I bought this Lavazza one from a supermarket, and you just put them in the compartment, lock it, pour water, and the brewing process. Number one, it's music to my ears because the way it brews. Secondly, the aroma in the house. I kid you not. The entire drawing and dining room plus the kitchen just smells of coffee. It is so good. Plus, it has a milk frother, so all I have to do is just pour milk, froth it, and I have just a cappuccino or a latte, whatever I feel like, or even an espresso just ready in no time. And that's the best thing about coffee makers, because instant coffees are really good, but the thing with ground coffees is that there are so many blends. You have light roast, medium roast, dark roast, plus blends of fruitiness or spicy or whatever blend you like, right? So you can actually experiment with coffee and feel like having the coffee you want that particular day instead of the standard instant one. Instant ones are great, but these ones are just another level. So Morphy Richards coffee maker is my favorite gadget for July. First fashion purchase are these super retro but super cool glasses from H&M. Now honestly, these actually debuted first on my feed on Instagram. You can check it out here. There's a lot of stuff I do on my Instagram which I don't do on my YouTube. So follow me there, and that's where they actually were, where they first appeared from at least my end. I mean, look at this color. Number one, obsessed with this color. I don't know where this color had been for 27 years of my life. I mean, isn't this really cool? Like, check this color out. It is very retro, very 80s actually, not even 90s. And like, even like the sunglasses, so narrow, so slick. Plus this color is just so good. And these sunglasses were so cheap. I mean, they were $6.99 without discount on H&M. I'm like, I need to get them. Now they're of course not UVA or UVB protected, which my other ones are. But I feel like there are certain things you just want to buy for, just to carry with your outfit or just to feel cool and just for the fun of it. You're not caring about what the sun is doing to you. But these glasses, that's why, are my July favorites. My second set of fashion favorites is this shirt, this black t-shirt, and this t-shirt. Again, didn't I tell you, obsessed with this color. I mean, I don't know, it's so summery, still so autumn-like. I mean, it's so versatile. I just love this color. Like, now I have three things: those sunglasses, this shirt, and this t-shirt. It's cotton, so it's very, very breathable right now. I'm like sitting without a fan and I have no sweat. Then this black t-shirt, I love the silver detail on it. This motif, it says Beverly Hills with all silver. It's like a nice, paint. It shines from afar. I love the fit. And again, this one, same color, very comfortable, very breathable. And that's what I love about H&M, right? Like, this is a basic, like their basics are so good and so affordable. Like, this one was $3.99 standard. This one was about $7.99 or something, but I got it for $4.29 on their sale. And again, this one was $1,500 and I got it for $750 or $800. Again, H&M sales are too good. I will leave the links to these t-shirts if I can find them, and everything else I'm mentioning in the description box below. So if you want to check them out, you can check them out. If you want to buy them, you can buy them. I cannot promise about the t-shirts and the sunglasses. I hope they're available and I'll try to link them. So let's see. But all these things I've been loving all July. And finally, my favorite movies. Yes, I do not have any favorite shows for July. Also mainly because I did not watch many, and whatever I watched, like Indian matchmaking, is not going to make to this list. Come watch me. So let's start with the movies. Starting with Netflix. The movie which is trending everywhere right now, Raat Akeli Hai.
क्या हुआ यहाँ? इस घर के मालिक ठाकुर रघुवीर सिंह जी उनकी डेथ हो गई.
I mean, what phenomenal performances by everybody. It's an ensemble cast. Of course, there's Nawazuddin Siddiqui, there's Radhika Apte, and people need to really start talking about Nishant Dhaiya. He was in Kedarnath, he's going to be in 83. He was actually in Mujhse Friendship Karoge, where he actually debuted in 2011. And I think he's finally getting his due because he's such a phenomenal actor. Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Radhika Apte, of course, outshine like always. But that's the amazing thing about this movie. There's Shivani, I think that's her name, Shivani or Shivangi Raghuvanshi, who's from Made in Heaven. She's also amazing. And everybody is, like, they stand their ground as actors so solidly. The movie now looks a lot like Knives Out, but let me tell you, without spoiling anything, that the only thing common between Raat Akeli Hai and Knives Out is that a rich old man dies and the blame is just looked at the person who was closest to the victim. Nothing else is similar, so there's no spoiler there. But you need to watch Raat Akeli Hai because it's one of the few movies that has come out from India that keeps you on the edge, keeps you guessing till the end as to who the murderer is, and just so good.
इतना आसानी से नहीं जाएंगे हम डरते नहीं किसी से नाम याद रखिएगा इंस्पेक्टर जटिल यादव.
Next up on Netflix is The Kissing Booth 2.
The Kissing Booth is open for business! Again!
Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to be this nervous.
Now I agree, it's not a movie which is out of the world or like something which is cinematically an amazing piece. But hey, all of us need our, Veepsy teen dramas. I mean, who doesn't like them, especially in times like these? You just like, want to feel the warmth, just want to cuddle in your blanket and just watch a teenage rom-com and just be like, life could be actually this simple, right? So this movie actually just does that. But what also this movie does, along with Jacob Elordi and Joe King, I hope I'm pronouncing their names right, is introduces us to Taylor Zakar Perez. I again hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I mean, he's talk of the town with everybody right now. And as Quality Posts calls him, he's the perfect mix between Justin Baldoni and Aditya Roy Kapoor. If they were to have a baby or were supposed to be one person, they will be Taylor Zakar Perez. And that's pretty much about the movie. I mean, there's betrayal, there's jealousy, there are mean girls, there are romantic slow-mos, be it happy romantic, be it sad romantic. There are public apologies, like big ones, and that's what we need in a teen drama. So nothing so great, but it's a movie you will really like watching if you do.
We were wondering if you'd be one of our kissers this year.
No.
Don't you believe in charity?
Standing here talking to you.
And finally on Netflix is The Founder.
We wanted something different, and that's when my brother here comes up with one of his brilliant ideas.
Now, it's a movie which came about 3-4 years ago, but I finally discovered it on Netflix. And it's about how McDonald's was formed. Now, McDonald's actually was formed in a very, very small town in the United States. And this one guy actually, happened to find it. And how he took it to another level and made it a sensation all around the United States. But he stole McDonald's from the original founders. And that's heartbreaking because the story of McDonald's is so amazing. These two brothers actually, with multiple failures and, a lot of efforts, actually figured out a seamless way how to produce a hamburger in under, I think, 30 seconds. And it's you should watch it. It's magical. Like, it's a choreography as to how these burgers were initially made. Only 2 pickles, 1 splash of mustard sauce, and 1 splash of tomato ketchup. And that's the whole choreography, which they took a while to figure out. And they kind of this was like a patent situation, but they never, of course, got into the legalities of it. And this one guy wanted to make them big, but he stole them away, the McDonald's name, and they couldn't do anything about it. And of course, it's heartbreaking, but as a movie, I think it's worth a watch.
There should be McDonald's everywhere. Franchise the damn thing.
Mr. Croc.
Franchise, franchise, franchise.
McDonald's can be the new American church.
And then we have another movie which is the talk of the town right now, Shakuntala Devi on Prime Video.
Myself, Shakuntala. Maths में rules नहीं है, सिर्फ जादू है.
What can I say about Vidya Balan? She is, like always, amazing and completely immersed in the role. And honestly, the director has kind of done justice to the story, I feel, at least some way. But I feel Vidya Balan just has hit the nail on the head. Like, she's as sanguine as she is in real life as might have been Shakuntala Devi. But this is, I think, a movie all of us need right now in, especially these dark times. We just, to make you just feel happy and, so cheerful and gleeful, because, that's what Vidya Balan is. She's just so peppy. Amit Saad and Sania Malhotra do a good job. Now, of course, I was like, Sania Malhotra with that hair looks odd, but I will forgive that. And also, Vidya Balan and Sania Malhotra initially looked like an odd mother-daughter duo, but super convincing. And I just feel Shakuntala Devi is still one of those movies which may not go down as like a great movie down, the path and history, but it'll still be a movie which people will talk about at least for a while. And Vidya Balan, again, one of her recent best performances. And special shout out to her wigs and her hairstylist. What an amazing job. Shakuntala Devi, you guys must watch.
You want me to give you the answer from left to right or right to left? I'll give it to you from right to left. 4, 9, 6, 3, 9, 5, 5, 5. Am I correct?
Absolutely correct.
And for all of you who love action-packed movies, watch Greyhound on Apple TV+. Now, this movie is based in World War II, where Tom Hanks, who by the way has also written the screenplay of the film, plays a commander, and he is in Greyhound, which is the leader of a convoy of 37 ships, which are crossing the Atlantic Ocean and carrying a lot of soldiers to Liverpool, and how the German U-boats are after them to, attack them and just drown them in the sea, and how Tom Hanks has to basically take this convoy of 37 ships and actually reach, because for 54 hours, about 3 days straight, they don't have any air cover. So they're all alone in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And it actually got so complicated that it's considered the longest, the largest, and the most complex naval battle of all times, and came to be known as the Battle of Atlantic. Now that's the, of course, history part of it, because I am a huge nerd for history. But from the get-go, it is so action-packed. It's not a movie you can actually be, fiddling with your phone and watching it, because you will not kind of get it. The moment you kind of start breathing that one action scene is over, another one starts immediately. It is so good, and Tom Hanks, I think, has done a brilliant job. Even the screenplay, I feel Tom Hanks is a screenplay writer. I mean, what? I mean, this man is so talented. What a movie. So if you're looking for some action-packed movie, and if you're a Tom Hanks fan, either or both, go watch Greyhound on Apple TV. So guys, that's it from me. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment below with the things you have been loving in July, and I can't wait to meet for my next video. Check out my last video here, subscribe here, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye and stay safe.